Let's make Jamaican-style corned beef and cabbage. Tender pieces of cabbage combined with your aromatics, combined with corned beef that's been seasoned to perfection. Let's get started. Start by making our rice because our rice is going to take longer to cook than our corned beef and cabbage. And you could do this in a rice cooker, stovetop, oven, white rice, brown rice, whatever is your fancy, but corned beef and cabbage goes really good over rice. Now, before we start cooking, we need to start prepping. As you can see, I have gotten all my vegetables together and I am going to wash everything, and I'll be chopping my cabbage, chopping my onions, chopping the green bell pepper, figuring out how to open this can of corned beef. I don't know why they still put them in these rectangular shapes with these really weird keys, but you know, that's just what we're used to, as well as our ketchup and our other spices for this dish. For this dish, we're only gonna need about half of a medium head of cabbage. Save the other half for something else. You wanna just give that cabbage kind of like, let's say you slice it, don't overthink it. It doesn't need to be super thin. And get rid of this big, thick root. I'm gonna give this cabbage a wash in my little salad spinner, just in case there's any other little critters in between those layers. And when you wash your cabbage, oops, these little salad spinners are a great way to get rid of any excess moisture. Cabbage. Now it's time to chop our onion. Oop. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that every time I chop an onion, I always tear up. And I have tried so many hacks, but I always forget to try like the most useful hacks, like putting it in the fridge and letting it get cold. So I just ended up getting a pair of goggles and I put them on before I chop. And this has been the best solution. Yay! These are gonna keep all those fumes out, and yeah, I can chop away in peace. Not a tear at all. Not a tear at all. I'm so happy. See, proof? No tears. You want to chop 2 Roma tomatoes. There's over here. Yeah, buddy. Now to the hard part, removing the corned beef from this tin with this key and hoping that it doesn't pop off. So whenever I do this, I always remove the extra paper on the outside because I feel like when I'm twisting the key, stuff gets stuck on the paper and that makes it more difficult. So I just take this off first. And then I say a little prayer. I'm doing a pretty good job. I think I got it. And we did it! Yay! All right, now we can start cooking. Now it's time to get cooking. So we don't need a bunch of fancy equipment, just a really large pan. I'm gonna use this and I'm not even gonna cover it while I'm cooking. And like I said, this is gonna go together pretty fast. So we're gonna preheat our pan over medium-high heat. And the reason why you want to preheat your pan, especially if you're cooking with like stainless steel, is because it will help sticking so your stuff won't stick. So now that my pan is preheated, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to add our onions and green bell peppers. We're gonna saute that for about 3 to 5 minutes. You see our onions and bell peppers are softening. They're charring a little bit. You don't want them to char too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that garlic that I chopped earlier. And I'm just gonna give that no more than a minute. Usually it's just like a few seconds. And now we're going to add the star of the show, the cabbage. Just kind of plop that on there. Now, if you see you have big chunks that stuck together, make sure they're separated. this, why are you in here? And you want to stir this because you're basically like stir frying this for about another 3 minutes just to get that cabbage wilted in that oil and along with those onions and peppers. And you see our cabbage has basically wilted down a lot. It's still got a little bit of crunch to it. It's not too soft yet. And so at this time, I'm gonna add my Roma tomatoes as well as that corned beef. And I'm gonna drop that in. I'm gonna also break that up. I thought the whole thing would have plopped out, but no. And break those pieces up in there. And you wanna make sure you reduce that heat to medium if you find that heat is too high. Because at this point, we're really just kind of continuing to soften that cabbage, but also making sure that that corned beef and those tomatoes get warm through. Mixy, mix, 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 mix it up. This is gonna be so good. Oh gosh, I'm so hungry. It smells good. I'll be cooking in the kitchen. Great. So I'll be honest with you guys, I've been over here just taking pieces of this cabbage and corned beef already, and it's not even done, and it is so delicious, but we're gonna make it even better. So to finish off this recipe, I'm gonna add a few more ingredients. I'm gonna add some thyme. Just gonna break that off and pop that in there. Typically want to add that earlier, but I was over here dancing. And then we're also gonna finish up with some ketchup. I've got some homemade ketchup that I've made. Any kind of ketchup you have will work. Just a tablespoon of that. And then I like to add some scotch bonnet pepper sauce. Just a little bit for a little bit of extra spice. If you can't find this sauce in the store, don't worry about it. You don't need it. Or you could just use like a habanero, jalapeno, scotch bonnet pepper, and add that when you're sauteing your vegetables. But I like the pepper sauce because it's made with like vinegar and sugar and other things in it that's gonna give it a little bit more of an acidic flavor. And I'm gonna turn this off because we are done. All right, and now we're gonna turn our oven off because we're pretty much done. Now for the final touches. I do not add salt to this because that tin corned beef already has a ton of salt in it. So you taste it, see if you want more salt. But what I always add is some black pepper. Love corned beef and cabbage with black pepper. Now we're ready to eat. You taste it, see if you need to add any. That's it right there. Now it's time. My rice is ready. Ooh, yes. And I love using this little red big fork for fluffing rice in a rice cooker so I don't scratch the bottom. I'm just gonna fluff that to make my plate. I'm so excited for my lunch. I love corned beef on cabbage. We love it.